Good day and welcome again to the Relationship Marriage Hour. I am joined by the host of the show, Dr. MacDonald. I am Dr. Hepburn, and we are once again out of Nassau, Bahamas. And we greet you today as we discuss another exciting topic. We're going to be talking about because we know everyone is preparing to go back to school. Students are going back to school. So we have to get back into the rigor of that consistent movement. So we want to talk about the roles and how husband and wife, how partners now need to balance their time in order to be effective as they go through this semester, through this term, with their children now going back to school. But let's welcome Dr. MacDonald. How are you today, Doc?
I'm doing fine, Dr. Alvin, and it is so good to be on the Relationship and Marriage Hour. I look forward to this on Sunday afternoon. It is so refreshing. So it's good to
Hmm.
be back on the radio. Love
Yes,
the
it is.
radio. Yes.
Good, good. Now I know, Doc, that you are different than me, and when I say that, we are in different phases of our lives.
Oh, yes.
You've already raised all of your children, and I think now you're dealing with grandchildren.
Mm-hmm.
So, so
Yes.
you have plenty insight, and I need your help because I have a 9 and an 11-year-old. And in 2 weeks, they'll be going, well, tomorrow, really, they'll be going back to school. So I need help. I need counsel. How do me as a husband and Tanya as the wife, how do we deal with all of trying to find that balance because Tanya is a full-time worker, I'm a full-time worker, and the children got swimming, they got piano, they got all kind of extracurricular activities. Give us an insight on how you, as you raised your or read your children, how did you and your husband deal with it? And we need some nuggets so that we can be helped.
Dr. Alvin, I am so happy I would have passed that stage. So I can now share with others. But it's not easy. But the thing that makes it work is when both of you can work it together. It's really frustrating if you have to go to work, come home, prepare the meal, prepare the kids for the next day, and look after your husband. That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot. But what makes the work easier, and I can give from my experience,
Yes.
I at one point we had five of our kids were in private school. All five of them had
Wow.
all five of them had to be to school at 8:30 in the morning. And if you know me, I'm not a normal morning person. So my husband is a morning person. So that's where we really work together. So
Mhm.
he would prepare the breakfast for the kids while I am getting them dressed for school. The night before, we made sure everything is ready. The shoes is in one place, the bag is in one place, everything is pre-packed and ready to go. Without that, it's not easy for a person.
Mhm.
So for the married couple, if you do it together, it will make life beautiful because it's like you have this project, you're raising these children, and now you have to do it well. So the time we spent together, Dr. Alvin, was during the mornings when we are all headed to school because by this time we had one vehicle.
Oh,
So it was
with one vehicle?
one vehicle. So we had because of the area in which we lived, traffic was crazy. Coming out of the east, traffic is crazy. So 5:30 in the morning, sometimes 6 o'clock in the morning, we are on the road. Children are all dressed and breakfast fed and everything, and we are on the road getting to school to work. And if we left home like 7 or 7:30, we were late.
Wow.
What made it work, Dr. Alvin, is when you work it together.
Mm.
Rather than husband jumping in his car and wife have to be left behind struggling and trying to get to work on time, frustrated. No, I encourage husband and wives do it together. It is so beautiful, and that is also what bonds the family together. When you work together, you can also enjoy each other.
So true. So your children went to different private schools, so you had to do more than one drop?
I tried at one point to put all of them into one private school, but that was not possible because my oldest daughter did not want to move because she was already at a highest level. So
Okay.
she remained, and then my son was at another private school, and the other
Mm.
three were at one private school.
Oh,
So we had
wow.
to drop off here, drop off there. So the first person to drop off would be my husband, because you remember we leaving home like 5:30. But the good thing for me then was that my mother was alive and she was central. So when we
Mm.
get uptown, we stop at her, take a break, and then we move out. So it was not overburdened at all. Sometimes if the kids are running behind and putting on the shoes or whatever, it's okay. Jump in the car with what you have, and when you reach my mom, you get dressed.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So y'all had it all figured out. But
Oh,
but Doc, there are some societies where uh, where the women is responsible for all of that. And we
yes.
have some men who just sit there, and I think you alluded to it, where the man just jumps in his vehicle and he goes on his way
Hmm.
and leaves the wife to do all of that by
Right.
herself. And
Hmm.
in today's society, I don't see that working.
Yeah.
I don't see that working. Um, I believe that it will be frustrating on the woman if she
Mhm.
has to get up, iron the clothes, cook the food, cook breakfast, get them ready,
Mhm.
comb hair, um, help them button up shirt and do all of that type of stuff. That would be too much on her to
It's
do.
too much. It's too much for a woman, the wife or the mother, and
Hmm.
she is being worn out. But then guess what? At the end of the day, that husband comes home and he wants it to now cater to him. But if
Yes, of course.
mhm. So if you want to work this thing and have it a beautiful affair, work it together.
Hmm. Hmm.
Work it, and your children will appreciate, especially the men, because daddy is
Hmm.
now doing some of this, the things that he's helping mommy. My husband will cook
Hmm.
breakfast and he would pack the children's lunch. I bathe and make sure they're all properly dressed.
Hmm.
And sometimes he starts before us, but he's finished dressing before us because he's just like he's quick and he's moving,
Yeah.
strategically. So I encourage the man to do what you can for your family. It makes life so beautiful for the wife. And
Hmm.
when if a husband take that time to help his wife, there's nothing she will stop her from giving him what he wants when he wants it
Hmm.
because she's pleased.
We will
You
hope
know,
so.
I if she's being fair, yes, she would do whatever she can to make sure he's
Yes.
also good
Yes.
because he's
Yes.
looking out for the family.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
and,
so,
and
so the
let
thing
me
is,
show
go on. Sorry, go on, go on.
let me let me show you something, Doc, where it also, we try to raise our children right. When my
Hmm.
husband, because he was a police officer, when he had to work the night shift, guess who would jump in and help? My son. He was in school,
Okay.
so he felt his place now was to take over where daddy left. So
Excellent.
he would go and he would try to do whatever little he could do. But of course, I would go and help him, right?
Yes.
So they emulate what they see us do.
Yes. Yes. Powerful. Powerful. So, who was responsible for picking up?
Uh-huh. Now, we also shared that. One week will be for him and the next week for me because we both had jobs that were demanding.
Oh, okay.
So he would pick up the kids, or he will pick up one
Mhm.
from, one area. I will pick up the others from another area. So it was never a burden on one person. We share everything, picking up, dropping off, and it worked perfectly. So by the time our last child was finished with school, we had a party. We were so happy. It was
I can
so good.
imagine.
Yes, you know. But if we work together, listen, a whole lot can be accomplished. Because Dr. Alvin, it is the frustration that builds in a relationship that cause one to have problems.
Yes.
When we are not
Powerful.
able to express our frustration and we
Mhm.
see that there is no help from the other party, it's going to cause problems.
Yes. Yes. And Doctor, you shared something, a very powerful word that I want us to talk a little bit of, because we remember now we're talking about that balancing act. And in order
Mhm.
for something to balance, the things must be shared.
Yes, yes.
And 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 the thing is, in the sharing, it may not be the same amount of time, but it is, Alvin, what you can handle, you deal with. Tanya,
Yes.
what you can handle, I deal with. So,
Hmm.
so for us, it's best if I get up in the morning and I go to the stove and I cook. So while I'm cooking breakfast, Tanya's making sure that Nair is getting ready. Now, while the breakfast is doing, I iron AJ's clothes, iron my clothes, and we are ready to go. So we just wake them up, send them to bed. After they finish bed, they're old enough now that they can put on their own clothes. So that's a blessing for us. And so we just overlook them and make sure that everything is proper, and then we make our move. But it it comes with husband and wife communicating, because
Yes.
you know the both of us teach it at the university, so our teaching times are different.
Hmm.
So we work our schedule out where one of us would be able to pick up in the evenings or in the afternoons on Monday, Wednesday, the next one do Tuesday, Thursday, and then you take them to their other activities. But that all comes with a sitting down and planning.
Hmm.
So we want to say to
Planning.
those
Yes.
persons who are watching us, these things don't just happen. You can't just think them into being. You have to open your mouth. You got to sit down with your partner, and you all got to share the responsibility, because that's your
Hmm.
child. Because both of you all,
That's
that's both of you all children. So the
right.
responsibility rests on both of you to make sure that
Yes,
you get what they need to get.
that's right. That's right. And you mentioned it, Dr. Alvin. The main ingredient is communication.
Yes, yes.
Communication. If we are not communicating, if we are not caring for one another as a husband, because usually some, or I shouldn't say usually, but there are instances where some men feel that it's the woman's job.
Mhm.
Yes, it may be so, but if you love that woman, you will help her
Mhm.
because it's not easy, and especially if you're dealing with stress on the job, you have
Mhm.
you have certain demands on the job, so you're already frustrated from work out there, and you come home and have to get the kids all ready for school, make sure they have all their books, make sure homework has been done. That's not easy.
Mhm.
And a man that loves his wife will see the frustration that can happen as a result of it. Mind you, some women take a delight in doing it and it's no stress to them.
Mhm.
But then we are all not built the same. It may be stress for someone else,
But
you
see,
know.
Doc, but see, when we start saying, oh, that is a woman's place, or that's what the woman's supposed to do, then my question to the man would be like, so why you have your woman who's supposed to be taking care of the house, why you have her out working?
Mm,
Doing what the man's supposed to do. So that means that
good.
she's now helping you.
Yes, you're
So if
right.
she's helping you, don't you think it's only right, it's only fitting that you help her?
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, it is so true. So if any man out there, any male out there saying, "Well, I'm not going to help her take care of the children or take care of the house," then let her stay at the house, which
Because
means that
that's a job.
thank you very much. That's the job.
Hmm.
So then you could get up and you could go, but know that everything now financially rests upon your
On you.
shoulders.
That's right. That's right.
So she could be a
So if
stay at
she
home
has to
wife.
go to work,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Hmm.
But in this day and time, one salary is not going to kick it unless you are bringing in the 100,000.
Doc,
So if you're not bringing in the 100,000, work with that woman and let her go and work too.
yeah, yeah. Because
Yeah.
boy, we go to the food store nowadays, and if you walk up the food store spending less than $100, you've done well. You must be only
Mm,
going to pick up food for that day if
yes.
you're spending less than $100. But if you
Yes.
spend anything that's going to last, just eggs, just a dozen of
Mhm.
eggs is almost $6, $7.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
So,
you would be spending money, yeah, more
mhm,
than you perhaps can afford. But we have a program here on the Love Bay that speak about finances and how to budget your money, and I would invite
yeah,
our guests to tune into that program because
yeah,
now the more than ever, that budgeting as well, the finances is really
yes,
necessary. Yeah, because when you
yeah,
have to pay school fee, buy books, buy uniform, find lunch for the children, and the money ain't looking as good as all of those things,
mhm,
then you need to know how to budget. So I
yeah,
would invite persons to tune into that program and find out how they should be budgeting around this time. You know,
yes, yeah.
because doc,
And
I
they
believe
can,
this. Hmm.
oh, I was going
Okay.
to say, they can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, X, which was once Twitter. They could subscribe and share this broadcast as well. And you could also
Mhm.
send us a comment, send us a question, and if we don't get to answer it today, we will answer it in another broadcast. But
Yes.
feel free to always send us your comments and your questions and even your concerns so that we can address them. So even if our listeners want us to discuss a particular topic, they can send that topic in and we'll do our research and get back to them on that topic. But Doc, getting back to this issue. Now, you said something too that I think is a great help that I want us to talk a little bit on as it comes in this balancing act. You one of the things that you said was that you thank God that your mother lived central, that you were able to go there sometimes. So is it possible then that in trying to balance the husband and the wife taking their children to school and doing all of this stuff, that the in-laws, even the grandparents, can also play a role? What's your thoughts on that?
Oh, definitely, definitely. Because my mom at the time, she was a and retired. So she was always home.
Mm. Doc, you're frozen. Okay, I don't know. We're experiencing technical difficulties um, with Dr. MacDonald. I'm guessing that once she sorts that out, she'll be back with us. But yes, we were also talking about how the husband and the wife may not need to bear all of that load of the children by themselves. There's a saying that we say here in the Bahamas that, and I think this said mostly all around the world, but we say it here in the Bahamas that it takes a village to raise a child, and and what we mean by that is everything does not solely lie just on the man and the wife or the husband and the wife. Go
That's right.
on, Doc. Welcome back.
Yes, thank you. Yes, my mom was the go-to home.
Hmm.
Everyone met there in the afternoon after school. So
Hmm.
she would keep our children so they would not be wandering all over the place. And that was something I was really grateful for, because there is a challenge with parents having someone reliable to look after the children while they are at work. And
Hmm.
I've seen it, Dr. Alvin, that sometimes mom or dad would pick up the children. They have to sit in the car until mom is finished work, you know. So
Oh, wow.
for me, I was really blessed to have a mother that was there to take care of the children.
Hmm.
You know. So
And
it,
that's the same way with me that if Tanya and I ever need someone to step in, because Tanya mom um, is now retired.
mhm,
She's a retired teacher. She just steps in. The children can go there, so we know that they're in a safe spot, in a safe space until we can come
that's right.
to pick them up. So so I do think that parents or siblings or family members can assist in this rearing of children and trying also to bring that balancing act, because there are sometimes Tanya gets called in a meeting, I'm in a meeting or I'm in a class teaching, and none of us can move. It is so refreshing and relieving to know that we can pick up the phone and say, Grammy, AJ is sick at school. Nair is sick at school. Can you just go check up on her, or could you go pick her up and deal with her? And if
Mhm,
she don't do it, then we have a very close cousin that we can call that can
yes,
just swing right there and pick her up or do what needs to be done. So
that's
all of that comes, Doc, out of a good relationship between
yeah,
husband and wife because they are communicating,
that's
then
right.
a good relationship between husband, wife, and family.
Yes.
So even though husband and wife have come out of the different cultures and they are creating their own
Hmm.
creation of your own culture, you don't ostracize
No,
family members. You don't burn the bridge
no,
of family members, because there's going to come a day that you may need them to step in when you cannot do.
that's right.
They can assist. Your
That's right.
thought?
That's right. I totally agree with that, because we all need each other.
Yes.
And because we need each other, you keep the door open, you know. So when there is a need, you can always call on someone to assist. And it makes life so easy, you know. Um, for for some of the things that I've seen
Hmm.
is a mother, she has to do everything. She has to work. So, but they find other means of making sure their children are safe. They would drop them to the library, or they may have them involved in extracurricular after school programs so that their time will coincide together. When they are finished with their program, then mom can pick them up. And that is good. But in the case of sickness, then you need somebody. So, Doc,
Mhm.
you know, we are our brother's keeper. And
Yes.
if even with the neighbor, maybe you may have a neighbor that go the same school, and then you and that neighbor then can work it together.
Yeah,
If there
can
is not
carpool and
as
do
a
stuff.
spouse,
Yeah.
carpool, you do it together, and
Hmm.
it makes life so beautiful, you know. But
Hmm.
I'm so sorry for some folks, Dr. Alvin, when there is no one to help, the children
So
come to
that's why I
you,
was going right there. I was going there right after we would
yeah,
finish this single parent
single parent,
rearing family.
it's
Because
not
boy,
easy.
Tanya and I, by the end of the week, we are tired.
Hmm. It's
After
not
Tanya
easy.
is up doing 12, sometimes 12 o'clock doing homework.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I kind of think that these teachers aren't sending homework for the children, they send it for the
For the
parents to do.
parents, yeah,
Yeah, and it is be
yeah,
so much sometimes um, that that you can't wait for the weekend to reach.
yeah, yeah.
And that's husband and wife. So I can imagine, and that's only for two children. That
Yes,
single mother or that single father with three, four, five children. How are they making it?
right. Yes, yes.
Yes.
It's not easy. So
Wow.
I salute those single parents that are still doing well. And
Hmm.
despite all of the struggle, they are still doing well in raising their children and doing all that they can. I believe there are some of them, if they can't do the work because they're too busy, they pay someone to come in, or they ask someone to assist the child or the children with their homework. So I salute single parents today, Dr. Alvin. I salute them. Not all single parents are bad. Not
Yeah,
all,
yeah, yeah,
all, you know. We have
yeah.
some parents that may not, it doesn't matter you have a homework or not, it didn't matter. As long as you go to school, and it's like, um, they need a place for the children to go while I'm at work, but the care and the attention is not being provided. But for those parents that take time, and I want to encourage those who may have been delinquent or in not doing what they should do, is take time. You know, because one of the point I wanted to ask you or raise to you was, how do you balance when your children are on these devices after school?
Oh, wow.
That is one area that we really need to look at, because
Hmm.
if our children are spending more time on their devices, their tablets, their phones,
Hmm.
obviously they are not doing their work.
Yes, yes.
Because if you stop to watch one thing on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or whatever, you only need to watch one, Dr. Alvin, and you will be flicking all night.
All day, all night. 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
You'll be just moving from one to the next.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's an
Hmm.
addictive thing. So now that school is opening, Doc, I believe there has to be a balance with our children,
Hmm.
their devices, and their schoolwork.
Yeah. I'm so happy for technology and a wife that understands technology.
Hmm. Hmm.
Why I say that, talk, is that our children, they all have their tablets,
Right.
but Tanya somehow can go on her phone or she can go on her laptop and she could shut them down.
Very good.
So she has them on a timer,
That's
and
good.
not only are they on a timer, they only can go to the sites that she okayed.
Ah, very good.
So she has that parental guard over it. So if it's a site that they want to go to that she hasn't okayed, they have to come to her and say, "Mommy, we need to go here to do that," and she does her background to make sure that the site is good, because doc, there are some evil people out there
Yes. Yes.
who are preying on our children,
Children. Yes.
that we need to make sure that we protect them.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. I love that program. I need to find out what that program is so I can get a part of that too. Because,
Yeah,
for me, I know the value of spending time in your book, and the school is about to be opened. And
yeah,
if we don't pull these children away from these games, these devices, they will continue. And Dr. Alvin, I've seen too much about children
yeah,
falling between the crack, failing in their schoolwork because their attention is not, they're not focused. Because they're
yeah.
not focused.
And another thing that gets me, oh, I can't pay attention. But you can sit there on that game for 2, 3 hours, and you just focused. Doc, sometimes I go in the room and I say to my children, y'all didn't hear me screaming, calling y'all? They didn't even hear. Why? Because they were just so
They were,
focused.
yes, into what they
And
were
if
doing.
we can get them, if we can find some way to channel them, channel
Yes.
that focus into their education, into their schoolwork, oh man, we will have geniuses.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. But
Yeah.
the whole idea for the device is to keep them from what they should be doing.
But
So,
but but my wife has where doc they have to do an educational piece. So
yeah,
before they could go play game, they have to fulfill so many minutes or an hour of educational, like
very
reading
good.
a book on the tablet. So they have to read the book, answer some questions. Then after they didn't do that, then they could go play their game. Then
Very
she
good.
has it where, okay, your game time is up. You got to go back and do your schoolwork. And now it's time to go into the classrooms. So bring out all your books. I want to see what you do today, and let's see what homework was assigned.
That's
And
right.
all of that is needed because we need to teach these children discipline.
That's right. That is right. And I love that. So, Dr. Alvin, why don't you speak to us in the case where we have one parent wanting that child not to get on the tablet? But when that child cries and kick a tantrum, dad or mom, it could be either of them, would, would say, oh, let him have the tablet. Let him play. That's not going to do him anything. He can always catch up. What about when you are not on the same page?
See,
How
and that is not
detrimental is that?
that goes doc to husband and wife then going in the room and having a discussion because they must come on the same page.
Hmm.
Um, and they must agree. They must agree on this is how we want it done.
Hmm.
And then work that. There must always be a unified front
Yes.
so that the children knows, okay, I can't go to daddy and ask him because whatever mommy told me, daddy is going to say, listen, that's
What
what
did
it
mommy say?
is.
That's right.
Whatever mommy's told you, that's what it is.
Yes.
So that parent, and we want to speak to them, if you are not on the same page, go in the room, or you and your spouse go somewhere by yourselves and get on the same page.
Hmm.
Go back and deal with that situation.
Yes.
Um, and I will even lean to the side, doc. The less they are on their tablets,
Mm.
unless they're doing educational work on the tablet, the better it is for that child moving forward. And
Yes.
any child who's showing that temper tantrum, you need to deal with them.
Hmm.
Sit them down and let them know. Listen, if you behaving like that, daddy and mommy can keep the tablet from you until
Hmm.
you learn how to deal with our decision making. Be because children are children, and it is the job of the adults to set the boundaries, to set the limitations, and to say what can and cannot be done.
That's right. That's right. And I like that because there are times you find dad is always giving in to the children. They run into dad. Dad, I want to watch this. I only want to watch this little game. I want to, and dad will say it's okay. But I believe that it's very critical in the life of that child at that stage to see that mommy and daddy are working together. And I agree with you. You can't allow that child to come and manipulate you above what
Yeah,
wife had said,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And that is one of the things we dealt with. Anytime my kids would run to me and ask for something, I would ask them, "Did you talk to your dad? What did he say?" And if they got an answer for him, so why are you coming to me? Right?
Yeah.
And when they go to him, he would ask them the same thing. So there was no way out for you. You can't come and manipulate one of us
Mhm.
and hope you're going to get what you want, you
Mhm.
know.
Yeah.
So, or he will tell them, go to your mommy. The two of us are not going to give you the advice that differs. So go
Mhm.
to your mommy, and what she says, that's what it is.
Mhm.
You know.
Mhm.
So you know, I believe there are fathers that are strict in dealing with their children in that regard, and sometimes
Mhm.
wife is the soft one,
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
know. But because they are weaker but wiser, we have to now, guide them and make sure they are using it in the right way.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And we need to work together. And two, Doc, children can help to reveal the relationship that exists between the husband and the wife.
Sure enough, sure enough.
Be because Tanya and I, even now, let's talk about Tanya and I. If I discipline our children that it may be too rough in Tanya's eyes, she says nothing until her and I get together.
Together, that's right, that's
And,
right.
and she would say, boy, Alvin, I agree that you should have disciplined them, but man, I think you went overboard.
Yeah, yeah,
And I think you need to go and talk to AJ or talk to Naya and let them know that why you did that and how you were sorry because you went overboard.
yes,
And
yes,
it's vice versa.
yes, yes.
But that discussion does not happen in front of the children.
Never,
In front of
never.
the children, it was, Daddy did this, you go to your room now.
That's
Mommy
right.
did that, okay.
Time out.
And then when we get together, we have that discussion.
That's
And
right.
that's how it should be.
That's right. And that is what makes it also solidifies you're dealing with the children, but it's also strengthening your relationship.
Yes.
Doc, we talk about communication, but all of these things that we go through it in our family are what is helping us to mature, what is helping us to be a
Hmm.
better husband and wife. If we don't
Yes.
take the time to enjoy these things as they come along, we cannot appreciate them. And for me, it's no wonder there is a breakdown in the relationship because you are not growing together. We are on a journey together. And
Hmm.
on
Hmm.
that journey, we have all of these different components that we will enjoy or face as we, move along. So when
Yes.
we don't embrace father is not in the home, he gives the child everything that child wants. You call for this, he give it, but he's not taking the time to be there. Then you have a problem. You're growing up a child that will be entitled,
Yes. Yes.
a child that will not want to move out of your house because you've given them everything they need. But
Hmm.
when father takes time and be in the home and teach them, then wife could look and be very proud. Yes, I'm happy that he's doing that. You're growing together. All of that helps your communication because, like you say, Doc, you and Tanya would pull away from the children and you talk about it.
Hmm.
Or if we miss these moments, we will have shaky grounds that we are
Yeah.
on in our relationship because we didn't grow together.
Yeah. 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 And all of it, like you said, Doc, lend to a healthier and a closer relationship between the husband and his wife because they're doing it together.
Together.
And in doing it together, we can make mistakes. Don't be afraid to make
That's right.
mistakes. That you
That's right.
could get up and you say that was a mistake. Let's start all over. Let's see what we can do to make that better. Doc, where even now, when Tanya and I sit down and we laugh over stuff from our past, it is things like, okay, we were driving and I made a wrong turn and we went the wrong way. while we were going the wrong way, it was frustrating. It was nerve wracking. We
Mm-hmm.
were scared from that mistake. We learned how to come back from it. Now we look back at it and we say, boy, you remember when that happened and what we did?
That's
And
right.
all of that just lends to an exciting marriage.
It brings that unity together. And
Yes,
that's why
yes.
I encourage persons, especially husbands that are busy, husband that have the white collar jobs that he is extremely busy and he comes home and he have to bring work home, or he's just so into his work, and all of that is appreciated, but find time for the family. The
Yes.
women, Doc, the women are always there. They will always be there. Very seldom you see a woman that is not with her family,
Mhm,
but
mhm.
the women are normally there. Sometimes the fathers are not. And the fathers feel that it's okay because I'm bringing home the bacon, I'm bringing home the money. So let me go out there and do that. No, bring it home, but still find time to be with your children.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. Yeah,
Bring it home, but find time for your wife.
yeah, yeah.
Don't allow, and communication isn't always verbal, Dr. Alvin. We can be communicating in everything that we do.
Mhm, mhm.
And sometimes a husband may be upset because he sees his wife is distant or withdrawn because she is displeased that he is not there.
Mhm,
And he feel, well, I'm giving you this, I'm giving you that, but that is
mhm,
not it. Your
mhm.
person who you are needs to be there too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That is what causes the relationship to gel. You know, we can't
And
just,
doc, that goes back to the balancing act.
that's the balancing right there. We
Yeah,
have
you got to balance.
you
You
have to,
got to balance.
if you're not balancing, then you're not
Yeah,
enjoying life together. You're not
yeah,
communicating
yeah,
non-verbally,
yeah, yeah.
right?
Because there's a song where Tanya and I we were just talking about it. It wasn't last week; it was week before last. That she was singing this song to me, where the father had these children. Well, this son, and every time the son came to play or to do something, the father would be like, "Well, hold on, I have to go to a work. We can do that later. Hold on, we can do that later." Then the song goes on. Now the father is retired, and he's now coming to the son, saying, "Okay, let's spend some time together."
But the
Now the
son,
son is saying, "Hold on, Dad, we'll do that later."
that's
And
what he
now
did.
he realized that his son is treating him
How he
basically the
treated
way
his son.
he treated the son.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
and and for the father, it hurts because he feel now the son should be there for him.
yes,
That is why it is so critical that you spend that time with those children now.
yeah,
When
yeah,
they get older, there is nothing that would cause keep them away from helping you. I
yeah,
mean, they are going about it the right way, right?
yeah, yeah.
But they would always remember, Daddy was there for me, and
Mm-hmm,
you would have shown them this is how you do it.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
I've come across children, Dr. Alvin, that is now doing for their parents only out of obligation,
yeah.
but the
Now,
father was not there to help them when they were growing up.
yeah, and that's sad.
It is sad. And
I am teaching AJ and Naya now how to fish, and I learned that from my father and mother.
yes.
They showed me how to put a hook on a fishing line. They
Hmm.
showed me how to put the bait on the line. They showed me, okay, Alvin, if you want this type of fish, this is the best bait. This is the best bait. You need to hear when it's snapper season.
Hmm.
And then we drive down west and we go to try to catch it. So all of that stuff was taught to me by my parents,
Yes.
and I now want to deposit that into my children.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So you have to be there in order to do that. And
Yes.
it can't just be giving them things because things fade away. You want them to have lasting memories of who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And all of that is this balancing act.
Yes.
And you can say, okay, in the balancing act, I don't have to be there when they have to do school stuff. All of that is a part of the totality of making them into the model citizens that you want them to be
Yes.
when you can be there for them.
That's right.
Because if we could teach our children how, not just what to learn, but how to learn, if we
Mm-hmm.
give them the tools on how to learn,
Mm-hmm.
then when we're not there, they still have that
They
tool that
still
you
have
could
it.
learn.
That's right. That's right. That's right. We have to solidify the family, Dr. Alvin.
Mhm.
Balance. You call it balance.
Yeah.
I say solidify, same. But we have to pull the family together,
Mhm.
communicate to your family. And I'm talking about nonverbal communication.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
when we were kids, we say actions speak louder than words, right?
Mhm.
You can say we are talking, we sit and we talk about things, but your action could tell me something totally different than what
Yes.
you're saying. So let's speak non-verbally to our family, our children. Let's balance this thing.
Mhm.
Grow with our family. Because
Mhm.
pretty soon, those children we see, babies and toddlers right now, they're going to be man and woman.
Yeah.
Thing is, they come so quickly, Dr. Alvin.
Yes.
It doesn't take long.
Not at all. Not at all. Because it seems like it was just yesterday that AJ came here, but now AJ is 11.
Okay. And next 10 years, he's a 21-year-old young man. So
Yes.
let's not miss that opportunity of growing with our children.
Yes. Yes.
Balance our life. I am saying our parents balance it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, we had this gentleman that went around talking about balance the budget. You know, he said if we balance the budget, we will be all right. So
Yes.
if we as a family balance our affairs, balance how we deal with the children, we will
Uh-huh.
have a great relationship.
Yes, we would.
But because we miss, you start out on this journey, and on this journey, you have different stations that you come across. When you
Yes.
miss one or two of those stations, you kind of like lost. I don't know what happened. And
Yeah.
so nothing really matter as strong to you because you missed so much of it already.
Uh-huh.
So you have to like start all over again. But do not miss the moment, the family times, growing up with your children, have your helping to raise your children in their
Mhm.
school life. Every journey, every part of their journey, you take advantage of that.
Yes. Yeah.
And as the years get grow, as you go from mature, you would appreciate those times you spent with your children when you see they are man and woman and they are graduating college and then they're
Yes. Yes.
married and then you're so happy as a father. But the sad thing is, what contribution did you make?
Yeah. 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 So true, Doc. So true. So to those persons out there who are saying, "Oh wow, I think I have messed it all up, or I have missed out on everything." Listen, if you're alive, your
You have,
children are alive, there is
yes,
still hope.
that's right.
You
That,
can, you may not be able to correct the past, but you can make sure that the past is not repeated
that's right.
into the future. So
That's
you
right.
can make a determination now that you know what, I'm going to elevate my family above my job,
That's right.
above those situations that are keeping me away. I'm going
Hmm.
to elevate my family so that I can be there for them,
That's
so
right.
that we can form memories, so
Yes,
that we can, because that's what's going to last.
that is what.
Doc, I have been to plenty, and I think it's way too many funerals just
Mhm.
this year. And nobody at the funeral said, "Oh, wow, I wish I had bought you another car,"
No,
or "I wish I had bought you another house." The cries I hear is, "I wish we had talked longer.
that's it.
I wish we had gone on that trip that we've
Yes,
been planning for the last 10 years."
yes, Yes.
It is those things that I'm hearing them saying these are the things that will form memories.
Yes.
Because when the person isn't there anymore, at least you have a wealth
Memories.
of memories that you can say, oh, wow.
Yes. Yes.
And that's what needs to happen.
Yes. And Dr. Alvin, that's powerful. But you know, we're talking, and there are some marriages that have no children, and
Yes.
we, you know, I want to, maybe say to those persons, you may not have children, but you balance your relationship
Mm-hmm.
with
Mm-hmm.
your spouse.
Uh-huh.
You spend time with each other, because we could be in one house but live in two separate lives.
Yes.
And that's fine, provided we are coming together. We're
Yeah.
balancing this thing, because the more we stay apart, the further apart we will grow. So
Yes.
for the couple that doesn't have the children yet, or do not have any children at all, work the thing together, balance yourself,
Yeah. Yeah.
spend
Yeah.
time together,
Mm-hmm. And enjoy life, man.
enjoy
Enjoy.
life. Yes, yes, yes,
Stop sweating those small things.
yeah.
Just laugh at it and move on.
Hmm.
Yeah, and just grow together in that love and all of that good stuff.
Yes,
And for
yes.
those of you who are watching, you are watching the Relationship and Marriage Hour. And we thank you for joining us today. And Doc, we are at that winding down time.
Yes.
Yeah, but we want to encourage those of you who are watching us as we talk about balancing your life, especially now since we're getting ready to go back to school and we got to take those children to school. Doc, you're a veteran now. Let please educate me on how you think Tanya and I can work this thing that we are not stressed because both of us have full-time jobs. We got two children who are energetic. How do we make it best for us and make this an enjoyable experience moving forward?
Dr. Alvin, I heard you mention something, you would get up in the morning and iron. My first advice to you, sir, iron up on the weekend, have
Uh-huh.
iron the whole group of you, whatever you need for the week, iron them
Uh-huh.
all. That's one less stress on your over your head. Make sure all the clothes, everything is ironed,
Uh-huh.
the clothes are washed. Sometimes even the underwear the kids will be using, you have all of that. You know this is what you pull. If they're younger, they're able now to go and check, but pull what they want. So you just guide them now. But make sure all the clothes are ironed up. And one thing you can help them with too, Doc, allow them to start ironing for themselves. On
Yes.
weekend, let them practice it. I have a little grandson, he's 7, and he's making French toast. He's
What?
he's making omelets, he's making pancakes, and he's doing it very well. when he
What?
when he make pancakes or French toast, he put some aside. This is for my daddy, and he takes it for his at 7. So we have to begin to train our children. Like I
Yeah.
heard somebody, let them work for what they want. Stop giving
Uh-huh.
them everything that they want. That's the
Excellent.
biggest mistake any parents can make. Giving your child everything they want. Let them work for it.
Yes.
And I guarantee you, you would reap the benefit in years to come.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I
Excellent.
don't I don't have at 7. I don't really have to get up and fix any breakfast for him. He can do that for himself. But of course,
Wow.
and he feels good about it. He
And
feels good.
and you have a gas stove?
Yep. He take the footstool and he stand on the footstool, and he would do what he have to do. One night he was making some lemonade for his mom. Now he didn't know how to make it, but he squeezed the lemon in the glass. I say, no, you have to put sugar and water. So he put the sugar and water and he cut a slice of lemon and put
Uh-huh.
it on the edge of the glass. I'm like, now
Excellent.
where did you get that from? You know, if we train our children, we will be so much better because right now he's almost at the point he can cook for me.
What?
Yep,
And he's 7 years old.
7 years old.
Excellent. Excellent.
And he fry his eggs. He's very happy. He brags, I can do my eggs very good.
Okay. But he's not doing grits yet.
No, I wouldn't put him. I don't want him to do that yet, but he'll try it though.
Oh, wow. Wow.
He'll try it.
Very adventurous.
Yeah. So let us train those children.
Mhm.
I let them practice on the blouse. And if they mess up, just show them, look, no, you got to do it this way. And
Mhm.
I'm sure those children will be able to do very well.
Do it. Yeah.
My
Because that's one of the things that Tanya and I said
Mhm,
that we will do this summer, but we got so busy and moving back home was that
mhm.
we were going to train or teach or show AJ and Naya how to iron their
Yeah,
clothes.
blouse. That's right.
Yeah, so that they'll be ready for when school starts
You're right.
to start their ironing,
You
and
know,
we watch them do that.
we taught our son how to iron. And listen, if you want anything ironed very well, give it to him. When he ironed his uniform shirt going to school, the crease will almost cut you. His
What?
hands, and he is very particular in how his clothes look. So once you train them, they take pride in what they do.
Hmm.
And they realize they have to do it, and they do it. But if mommy wash, cook, clean, iron, do everything, and they reach a certain age and mommy still do, they wouldn't be able to help themselves.
Yeah,
I would show them you wash the black clothes, you wash them all colors alike, you white clothes by itself.
yeah,
So they would wash, and that's how they would do. And we just have to do it, balance ourselves. And when we train them well, our workload become easy.
yeah, yeah. I agree. I
Mhm,
agree. Powerful stuff, Doc. Powerful stuff.
mhm.
So we want to say to those persons out there, and and you have some persons who don't want to train because they think it takes up too much time.
Yeah,
And I would say this: it is not good training under stress. And what do I mean by that? Don't wait till school is Monday morning
mhm.
that you wake them up Monday
No,
morning to iron and
no,
to try to, and you got to stand over them and watch them do. No. So
no.
I like that idea. Do it on the weekend
Yes, when
where
you
where
relax,
there's time where you're not trying to push to
like
hurry up, get out.
right,
Yeah,
do it
yeah,
in advance, and they will love you for it.
yes,
you know. And
yeah,
sometimes give them the light competition. Now, who's going to be finished first? Now, who does it the best? And it
yes,
provokes them and what they want to do. You know.
yeah, yeah. Makes sense.
hmm
Makes sense, Doc. Makes
So,
makes
for
plenty
the
sense.
parents that may be stressed when it comes to training those children, when you go in the kitchen to prepare your meal, you let them come with you. Now, watch what I do, and you just show them.
Hmm.
This is what I'm doing. I'm cooking that, and see, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing, and they will watch you.
Yeah,
That's one way to train them. Let them watch and see what you do. And sometimes I would allow them peel the onion for me or peel the potato for me or
yeah,
give them a little something and they feel so happy that I can help mom cook. You know.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
let's train these children to take over and be able to control with strength and substance.
Yes, yes, yes. And it can't just be train them for book work. Train them that they can live.
Live.
They need that practical stuff. They need to we go right back to that word that we started out with.
That's
They
right.
need that balance.
They need that balance.
So that
Yes.
they can live even when we are not here.
That's right. That's
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the purpose of parenting is to train up children so that when we are not here, they can still carry on
that's right.
because
And
that's what our parents did for us.
that's right. And
Yeah,
that's one of the steps that keeps the family together.
yes,
And when husband and wife miss that step because they're not around, there is a crack in the
Yeah, that
pipeline.
gap.
Uh,
Yeah,
and that's why we find ourselves having some of our issues. That
yeah.
communication gap is not intact,
Yes.
you know.
Yes. So, Doc, we are not out of talking points. We are just out of time. So, we want to say to our listening audience, thank you so much for tuning in with us today, this Sunday. And you were watching the Relationship and Marriage Hour here with your host, Dr. Maria MacDonald, and your co host, Dr. Alvin Hepburn. We are out of Nassau, Bahamas, and we thank you for being a part of our discussion today. And we will see you, same place, same time next week. Have a blessed